Notebook: Alabama football scoring streak snapped against LSU prior to Saturday night's win. The Crimson Tide had scored 31 points or more in 36 consecutive games. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. While the road ultimately ended at the same destination that most Alabama football fans envisioned, the path was much more bumpy than many had pictured. In the Crimson Tide's 2014 victory over the LSU Tigers on Saturday night, a significant streak held by Alabama was broken. For 36 straight games, the Crimson Tide had scored 31 points or more in each and every game dating back to the program's 44-16 loss to Clemson in the 2018 CFP National Championship Game. Over that 36-game streak, Alabama had scored 31 points on 2 occasions. The first was against Notre Dame in the 2020 College Football Playoff, where the Crimson Tide won 31-14. The second time was against Florida this season, where Alabama prevailed 31-29. Aside from those 2 games, including losses, the Crimson Tide managed to score more than 31 points. Here are the game notes from Alabama's 2014 win over LSU. No fun in the first quarter. Alabama failed to score on its opening possession for the first time in 6 games and was shut out in the first quarter for the first time all season. The Crimson Tide entered the game having scored on every opening drive since the Florida game on September 18. Alabama had outscored opponents 101-37 in the first quarter. LSU led the Crimson Tide 7-0 after the opening quarter.Nice call. Bad execution. Alabama quarterback Bryce Young and receiver John Metchie missed on a tricky touchdown play in the second quarter. With Metchie split wide on 1st and 10 at the LSU 23-yard line, Young sat back in the pocket looking away from Metchie, who just stood on the line of scrimmage. After a few seconds, Metchie took off upfield, leaving Tiger defender Dwight McGlothern in his wake. Young's pass was off the mark and out of the reach of a diving Metchie in the end zone. Running back Brian Robinson later punched it in. Alabama's first score. Bolen with the Assist Jayln Armour Davis's interception gave the ball back to Alabama late in the second quarter in LSU territory. A few plays later, Bryce Young's pass to Slade Bolden was high and went off his hands. Waiting behind Bolen was Jameson Williams, who made the catch at the 8-yard line. Alabama later scored to take a 14-7 lead.